Hey guys, so if you're stopping by for the very first time or you're seeing my face for the very first time, hi, I want welcome to my YouTube channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in today. So from the title of this video, you can already tell that you are here for the gist, okay? In this video, you're going to be gisting. So just take a seat, grab your popcorn, and let's get right into it. Welcome back to today's video. So earlier this year I promised you guys that I was going to be sharing my experiences on this channel, but it just seems as if I've not been keeping to that promise. But yeah, it is never too late to start. So in today's video, I'm basically going to be sharing some of the breastfeeding facts I've discovered or I've experienced as a breastfeeding mom. I've been breastfeeding for like 3 months now, so I think at this point I have some experiences. Yeah, I'm probably going to be sharing some myths I've heard in the past and what I know right down. I'm basically documenting my experiences and equally sharing this with my fellow moms, my fellow breastfeeding mothers, expecting mothers or mom to be. So yeah, I promise it's going to be an interesting one. But before you get into the gist, if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, why? It doesn't really cost anything, so just click on the subscribe button down below and join this amazing family just so you won't miss any of my amazing content. And don't forget to turn the notification bell on so you'll be notified each time I upload any video. First, let's talk about the facts I've experienced or discovered. Right, no one actually told me that once you start breastfeeding your baby on this part of your body or on this part of your breast, milk automatically starts leaking. Like you start noticing a letdown of milk from the other side of your breast. Like it's so funny to me. Before, when I see people breastfeeding and equally expressing with breast pump, I usually feel like, aren't you feeling any pain? Why are you doing that? Why not just breastfeed the baby and when you're done you can just do the expression, like you can just express milk with your breast pump. I just noticed that if you do not express, if you just leave it that way, it's going to soil your dress and the milk is only going to waste. So you have to express it or you have to use something to just cover it so you can soak it up just in case you don't want to express. I don't know if you are naturally expected to have twins, just so one can be breastfeeding on one side and the other can be breastfeeding on the other side, and I think it's so amazing as well. Just in case you don't want to breastfeed sometime in the future, like after an hour or two, you can just use the one you express and feed your baby. So number two is that for some people, no matter how much you express or no matter how many times you feed your baby in a day, milk doesn't diminish at all. Like they'll express, breastfeed, repeat the process, but milk doesn't diminish, and it's so amazing. Meanwhile, for some other people, they can just breastfeed their baby for like 2 to 3 times in a day and they're already looking for breast milk. And the funny fact is that no matter what they eat, no matter what you advise them to take, fenugreek seed, palm wine, yeah, some people actually take palm wine to get enough breast milk, overnight soaked gari, a lot of them, they still have to literally squeeze their breast before they can get enough breast milk for their baby. And I'm like, why not just give everybody the same amount of milk? Like just have enough for your baby each time you want to breastfeed or express. But then again, body actually differs. Our immune system are wired differently, and it's just so obvious from this fact. So moving on, I actually noticed that the more you breastfeed your baby or express milk, the more you're likely to produce. But funny enough, I used to think that if I breastfeed my baby for up to 12 times as a newborn, I won't even get enough again. Like I won't even have enough to express again. But no, it doesn't happen that way. The more you allow your baby to latch, the more you express, the more you are likely to produce. And if you don't breastfeed for up to 12 times, if you limit it to like 5 times or 3 times, you're most likely not to get enough. These are my personal experiences, by the way, so yours might actually differ from mine. Okay, I think this is the fourth one. Your body actually intuitively reminds you whenever your baby needs to eat. Like if you haven't breastfed your baby for like, let's say, 3 hours, 4 hours as a newborn, yeah, you start noticing this pain, like this itch on your breast. I don't know if I am the only one that notices this, but your body just starts itching. Once that starts happening, your baby will start crying. And if you left your baby at home with someone, the person will just call you to tell you that your baby is already crying. This is just to show you that your body is just so connected to this baby. And when this is happening, milk will just pump full and start letting down immediately. And I think God is just so amazing, right? Another one is that breastfeeding can actually cause asymmetry. Like your two breasts are not likely to remain the same size. I'm sorry I'm mentioning this part of the body frequently, but this is just what the video is all about. So pardon me, okay? So yeah, breastfeeding can actually cause the two part of the body to not remain the same size after breastfeeding or even during the course of breastfeeding. And most of the time, it happens when you're not breastfeeding equally. Like when you choose to latch your baby, especially on this side, or when you choose to latch your baby, especially on this side of your body, they're not going to remain the same size. So this is just like a disclaimer for expecting mothers, right? Doctors, midwives, nurses actually say that breastfeeding doesn't cause the breast to sag. I don't know about that one. And the last one is that almost everything you eat, like almost everything you eat, directly affects your baby. If you eat sweet, sugary things, when you're experiencing some sugar from what you ate, your baby will just start experiencing the same thing. And I'm like, is it not just milk that you took? Didn't you just suck some breast milk? Why are you experiencing the same thing with me? But yeah, it's just so amazing how we are so connected with our babies. So you're done with the first part of this video, and right now let's talk about some breastfeeding myths I've heard in the past and the actual truths and facts I've experienced or I am still experiencing right now. The first one was actually directed to me, like directly it was directed to me. I don't know if that makes sense, but someone told me that I won't have enough breast milk for my baby because my boobs are too small. I don't know if I was supposed to be mentioning this here. I think that was in, yes, that was in university. It was a classmate, a female classmate that said so. I'm trying to grasp how she actually said it so I can say it that exact way here, but I can't remember. She said something like, my babies will actually suffer or my babies will actually starve because I won't have enough breast milk to give them. My people, you can imagine what a fellow lady said to me. And to be frank, this actually touched me. Like it touched me to the inner part of my heart. And I thought about this for some days. It was so painful. I was so hot. But right now, to hell with it because you guys, I am breastfeeding my baby exclusively. My baby is very much healthy. I mean, she's getting enough milk. I even have extra every single time. And this is just to tell you that this is actually a lie or a myth. Yeah, basically, breast size is actually determined by fats and not the milk, like the actual milk producing tissues. And once you take in, pregnancy actually stimulates the growth of necessary tissues that are responsible for breastfeeding. So regardless of size, you're going to be able to produce enough if your body, like your body system, actually allows it. And if your body system doesn't allow it, whether you don't have it, either you don't have it, okay. The second one is this: they keep telling us that exclusive breastfeeding is a reliable source of birth control. I don't believe that. I do not believe that. I mean, all these people that are exclusively breastfeeding their baby and they're still taking in, like within the process, how do you explain that? Eh? Is either they actually lie to us or it happens, but some of the time, like 10 out of 100 times, I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, exclusive breastfeeding, I don't think is a reliable source of birth control. So you better get something to help your life out, okay? The third one, an expressed breast milk is immediately spoiled or not healthy for your baby. In fact, my mom literally told me not to ever express milk and give to my baby. I should not use that breast pump on my body. And I'm like, how? Do you people know that sometime in the past, people actually like, use their hand to press out some milk and keep for the baby at home in case they want to just step out immediately and get something in the market? So why are they not telling us that expressed breast milk is immediately spoiled or not healthy for your baby? Eh? Or is it because you express with a breast pump? Anyways, I just feel like that is an actual lie because if you don't express that breast milk, if you leave it there, breast engorgement is going to deal with you. And I'm very serious. I experienced it last week and you guys, it was hell. I don't even want to explain it in this video. If you want me to talk about it, do let me know in the comments and I will do a video talking about my experience. This is the result because after experiencing it, I got down with fever, and after the whole sickness and everything, it gave me this blister, this corner mouth blister. I'm actually recovering right now, but seriously, breast engorgement, is so crazy. And just like I said before, the more you breastfeed or express, the more milk you're likely to get. So my dear, express breast milk doesn't spoil. It even helps you to produce enough. So if you have a breast pump, use it. If you can express with your hand, do it. Well, it's not actually advisable to express with your hand because I think it is painful. To the best of my knowledge, I've tried it and it is so painful. Moving on, do you know this thing they usually say? Like if someone is acting somehow, like an adult or a child is acting somehow, they'll be like, I don't think he or she was actually breastfed very well, or he or she was breastfed for up to 10 months, 2 years, yada yada yada. I don't believe it because there are people that we are not actually giving breast milk even for a day. They are still doing excellently well in life. I'm not saying that breast milk doesn't help in infant development. It helps a lot. I mean, it is very healthy and nutritious for your baby. If you can do it, please just go ahead. If you can even do exclusive breastfeeding, so amazing, go ahead and do it. But if you're not able to do that, formula can always step in because that's the reason why they are producing it. All right, that's the reason why you can see them in those stores when you go to get them. The second to the last one is that they always recommend that you should eat this one, eat that one, take palm wine. Someone actually advised me to eat, like, drink overnight soaked gari. I should not put anything, just soak gari till the next day and drink it, sip all of it, sip like a big plate of it so I can supply enough breast milk for my baby. And I'm like, how are people doing all of these things? How are people eating all of this? In fact, the very first day I tested fenugreek seed, ah, it is so bitter. Like it is so bitter. And to be frank with you, some of these things don't actually help with breastfeeding. Like they don't even help at all. So before you actually try eating all of these things, just make sure that they are healthy for you and they are going to help with breast milk because 90% of them do not help you increase your breast milk supply. I said it with my full chest, okay? Finally, we've gotten to the last one. So they told me that when you are breastfeeding frequently, you are less likely to experience breast engorgement. If you don't know what it is, I'm going to put the meaning in the description box or in the comment section. Just look out for it because my baby is already crying and I'm trying so hard to rush up this video. So they said that when you're breastfeeding frequently, you're less likely to experience breast engorgement. And I'm just here to tell you that it is a lie. It can happen to anybody. It can happen to you. It can happen to me, and it can happen to literally anybody. It happened to me on the part of the body that I kept on breastfeeding almost every single time, and I'm like, how come? Is it that they lied to me or what? But yeah, that's basically it for this video. If you enjoyed the gist very much, or if you enjoyed this video, please do let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like this video, share with your friends, and drop a comment for me basically. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, this is how I'm looking at you. Just click on the subscribe button, join this amazing family, turn your notification bell so you won't be missing out on my video. You'll be notified every single time I upload an amazing video for you. If there are other myths or other facts or other things I didn't mention that you know of, do let me know in the comments. Just drop them so we can gist over there in the comments. Thank you so much for watching to this point. I love you and I do hope to see you in my very next one. Mwah. Bye.